Princeton Tiger basketball is on the air tonight from Prouty Gymnasium on the campus of Princeton High School. It's the Princeton Tigers taking on the Bureau Valley Storm. We want to extend a special welcome not only to Tiger fans, but also those of you rooting for Bureau Valley. We're glad to have you on board. I'm Norm Vandermoon, and joining me tonight, I'm very pleased to have with me the well-known teacher and coach, the head coach of the Princeton girls varsity Tigers, Tiffany Gonningham. And Tiffany, thanks so much for agreeing to broadcast with me again this year. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, Norm. I'm happy to be here and happy to have everybody along with us tonight. We know it's especially important this year with the pandemic going on.
And we want to extend out some thank yous. The Princeton Public Schools Foundation has been a big supporter of Tiger Central Live. Also, thanks to the Princeton High School Booster Club for their contributions to the Huddle Focus cameras. Certainly thanks to Steve Morton, Princeton High School's technology advisor, as he is producing and directing the broadcast, and he's done a lot of work in advance to make this happen, and we really appreciate him letting us have the opportunity to bring you these games. Also, thanks to the PHS administration for allowing us to broadcast. And we could actually use the fans' help, Tiffany. If you could let people know about Tiger Central Live, we would really appreciate it. Obviously, it's not like with radio where you can plug the broadcast during the day. But, yeah, tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Tiger Central Live. We would really appreciate it. We're about 5 minutes or so before we're getting this one underway. And Tiffany, of course, last night your girls squad in action against Bureau Valley. Not the result that you wanted, but nonetheless, your girls are off to a fine start.
Yeah,
at 2-1.
Sitting at 2-1 right now with our varsity team. Not the result we would have wanted last night, but we'll highlight some of our top statistical players. Taylor Queeram had 7 points and 9 rebounds. Maggie Davis, 7 rebounds. And Savannah Berkey, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 points. And, of course, our sophomore team off to a good start as well, 3-0. And they won over Bureau Valley last night, 22-14. It was Issa Ibarra for the sophomore team with 12 points.
All right, well, very good. And, of course, tonight the Storm and the Tigers, the head coaches, Jason Marquis for Bureau Valley, Jason Smith for Princeton, and 2 great friends there.
Yeah, you know, they've gotten to know each other so well over the years, coaching both at Bureau Valley, now coaching against each other, but that friendship has remained.
And, you know, I think maybe I'm putting too much into this, but I think that if Schmitty wouldn't have had Jason Marquis's blessing, you know, he might have stayed at Bureau Valley. But I'm really glad that we have him here at Princeton. I think he's done an outstanding job.
Yeah, he's doing a great job with the boys program and really getting the kids to buy in, and I'm excited to see what he continues to do.
You know, one of the things about Coach Smith, I have known him for a long, long time, and I can tell you that him becoming the head coach of the Princeton Tigers has not changed him one bit.
No.
He is the same guy. He would help anybody, do anything he could for them. Well, as we look at some of the key players, one of the things the Tigers have going for them is their best player is back, Jamie Reinhardt.
That's right. Jamie is senior, 4-year varsity player for the Tigers, so it's really going to be really exciting to see, and really just exciting that he and the rest of the Tiger seniors have a senior season.
And I don't know if you read along the way, but had this been a normal season, Jamie had a real shot at becoming Princeton's all-time leading scorer.
Wow.
When you think of the likes of Joe Rucklick, who played in the NBA, Michael Murray, and Jamie had a shot to top all of them. Bureau Valley, on the other hand, I think if I were to say who their best player was last year, Dalton Dean, and he has graduated, but yet there is plenty of experience coming back for this Bureau Valley Storm squad.
Sure, you figure Adam Johnson, Carter Salisbury, they got really good minutes last year. You know, juniors now in the program, and it's going to be exciting to see what they can do as well.
And Tiffany, if you would, just kind of give us a recap of when these teams played the first time.
Sure, earlier this week on Tuesday, it was Princeton defeating Bureau Valley 74-43. Your leading scorers for the Princeton Tigers, Jamie Reinhart with 16, Caleb Herring with 11, Grady Thompson with 9, Tegan Davis 8, Jackson Dressler 8, and the high scorer of the game was from Bureau Valley, Carter Salisbury with 20.
All right. And Tiffany, if you would, we won't really have time to read heights or anything, but could you just go down the list and read the Princeton players?
Sure. We have number 2, Logan Glancy, a junior. Number 4, Jamie Reinhart, senior. Number 10, Jackson Dressler, junior. Number 12, Bennett Sierens, junior. Number 14, Grady Thompson, sophomore. Number 20, Cale Davis, senior. Number 22, Tegan Davis, sophomore. Number 24, Braden Skaggs, junior. Number 30, Mac Williams, junior. Number 32, Isaac Legner, senior. Number 34, Caleb Herring, senior. Number 40, John Mykrit, junior. Number 42, Jack Bauer, junior. Number 44, Colton Monroe, sophomore. Number 50, Caden Monroe, a junior.
And I'm just going to give the names for Bureau Valley as we're running a little short on time, but Brock Foster, Leighton Britt, Bryson Smith, Carter Salisbury, Logan Reinhart, Nevin Bolin, Luke Moon, Noah Harris, Jonah Johnson, Evan Eckberg, Carter Ballensiefen, Brady Higgins, Alessandro Bertolani, Adam Johnson, Elijah Cruz, and Drew Spencer rounds out the roster. Mike Varana's on the mic, and we're just going to be real informal here. Steve, can you hear Mike? All right, I think we'll just take Mike Varana's feed for the starting lineups.
The principles of good sportsmanship, no matter what your personal loyalties may be. Good luck to each player, and may the best team win. At this time, we ask that you please stand as the Princeton High School Pep Band honors America with the presentation of our national anthem. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, please welcome our visitors, the Storm from Bureau Valley High School, coached by Mr. Jason Marquis. A 6-foot junior guard, number 1, Brock Foster. A 5'11" junior guard, number 5, Carter Salisbury. A 5'11" junior guard, number 13, Nevin Bolin. A 5'10" junior forward, number 23, Evan Eckberg. And a 6'1" junior forward, number 33, Adam Johnson. Those are the Storm. Here are your Princeton Tigers, coached by Mr. Jason Smith. A 6'1" senior guard, number 4, Jamie Reinhardt. A 6'2"
All right, and the Tigers, of course, coached by Jason Smith. Preliminary game went the way of Princeton, correct, Tiffany?
That's right. The sophomore score was Princeton Tigers 80, Bureau Valley 34.
So a strong performance, and already we've got a rule change. We don't have a jump ball. The Storm will take it out to avoid that situation. Inbounding the ball is Adam Johnson to Carter Salisbury. Glad to have you along here tonight on Tiger Central Live. Two great Bureau County rivals, the Tigers and the Storm. And now a pass that hits the out-of-bounds line will be awarded back to Bureau Valley.
Cale Davis really getting in there and interrupting on defense.
The Storm inbound to Evan Eckberg. Now Brock Foster drives to the basket. Ball is knocked away, goes out of bounds, and will remain Storm basketball. You know, he mentioned not only the head coaches, but a couple of almost legendary assistants there, and Michael Fredericks and Craig Johnson. Great assets to the program, as are all the assistant coaches on these staffs. Evan Eckberg misses from 12 feet away, and Caleb Herring with the board. Now the Tigers on the break and getting inside and scoring is Tegan Davis.
That was great ball movement by the Tigers.
It really was. That ball didn't hardly hit the ground. Just good, crisp passing. Now the Storm look to answer. 15-footer is blocked by Caden Monroe at 6'7". Jamie Reinhardt on the wing, and it goes to Monroe. Now a three-pointer on the way. No good by Tegan Davis. And the Storm with the board. What do we got, Tiffany? Man-to-man here, it appears?
Yeah, Tigers are in a man-to-man defense.
Storm being patient against it. Although that's not where you want to be. In the corner, they do manage to escape that problem. And some nifty passing leads to a missed shot, however, by Adam Johnson. Tigers back the other way, and it's laid up and in by Cale Davis.
The assist from his brother Tegan.
So the score right now is the Davis brothers 4 and Bureau Valley nothing. Storm on offense, and that Tiger man-to-man defense that we spoke of earlier is most impressive indeed. Now a drive to the basket, off the glass, shot no good by Evan Eckberg, and the Tigers are on the run. Jamie Reinhardt launches from 3, right on the money.
Nice shot by Jamie, and another assist from Tegan Davis.
I like the way you point out those assists because good passing is just so essential, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely, and the Tigers are moving the ball well.
Now the Storm still yet to get on the board, and that will remain the case as Foster misses and Monroe rebounds for Princeton. Oh, good passing there, and laying it in is Caleb Herring.
Another assist for Tegan Davis. Great job by the Tigers just to look up court immediately and see their teammates.
And now a drive to the basket. Shot is made by Carter Salisbury, but it's not going to count. Be a common foul out of bounds to Bureau Valley. Cale Davis picking up the foul for Princeton. Double team. And Coach Marquis wants to take a timeout with 5:20 to go. So, Tiffany, what do you think Coach Marquis has going to be telling his squad?
Well, you know, I think maybe pick it up a little bit on offense. You mentioned they were being very patient. Down 9-0, though, you're going to want to look to get a score out of this timeout.
Yeah, and you know, that's kind of the paradox, if you will. You can be patient, and people think, well, yeah, they're really looking for the good shot. But as you're patient, it increases that opportunity for a turnover.
Yeah, absolutely. And the way the Tigers are playing, you know, it's just a really fast-paced game. They've already put up 9 points so far in this quarter.
And conversely, Coach Jason Smith, what do you think he's going to be talking about?
Oh, just keep the guys' energy up, you know. You come out into your home court and get a 9-0 lead on your rival. You just want to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, there's, as the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
It's going pretty well right now. We'll talk about it more later, Tiffany, but Kenzie and I had talked about the upcoming schedule on Tiger Central Live, but due to COVID issues, the schedule has pretty much been blown up, hasn't it?
Yeah, at least on the girls' side, we've got a couple gaps right now, but we're working to fill those and hope to do that by early next week.
All right, and we'll certainly keep you informed as best we can as the Storm in possession of the ball. It's Evan Eckberg, has the ball batted away by Caleb Herring. And boy, you can't say enough about this Tiger man-to-man defense, huh, Tiffany?
Yeah, they're up in the passing lanes now.
Salisbury to inbound, and it's kicked away by Cale Davis.
Anytime you can get a tip and deflection and make the defense reset like that, that's a win.
Storm trying to beat that 5 count, and they do. Adam Johnson has it. Now it's Eckberg at the top of the key. Calls out a play, calls his own number, drives to the basket and lays it in. And a nice move by Evan Eckberg to get the Storm on the board. Tigers lead it 9-2. Three-pointer on the way, this time no good by Cale Davis. And a foul in the paint is going to send the Tigers to the free throw line for 2 shots in the person of Tegan Davis. Okay, now Tiffany, is this what they call a mask timeout?
Yeah, this is the mask timeout. Couple sets of referees have been different, but essentially it's an under 5-minute timeout. It's 90 seconds, and that gives the kids a chance to just a little extra break with this season and the kids wearing masks.
Well, you could speak to this. Well, have your girls, have they complained about wearing the mask as far as, not so much because of the virus, but just the coach, I can't breathe. Have you run into that? Or
we just ask them to communicate, especially in practice. But, they really don't complain. I think the kids want to play, and they know that right now this is part of it. And, they're good about letting you know when they need a break, but that's even in a normal season. You run a kid too much, they'll let you know.
This we had at the opening of the game, we had Bureau Valley take the ball out of bounds rather than the jump ball. I could actually see that sticking even after the virus. What about you?
I kind of like it, yeah. Now, I've had 2 road games, so I've gotten to start with the ball first, and it all probably evens out in the end, but I really like it.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but back in my day, there was actually a jump ball every quarter. So, if you had somebody like a Liam Duffin and you could control every tap, I mean, that was a huge advantage. But you talk to officials, for one thing, sure you've tried it in practice, to throw the ball up, straight up for that jump ball. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do.
Yeah, that's tough.
And there are a lot of violations on jump balls. Maybe somebody moves too soon, they have their foot in the circle, so it's one less thing for the referees to have to call.
Absolutely.
All right, so Tegan Davis at the line 4-2. Hits the front of the rim and it bounces in, and the Tigers are in double figures, up 10-2 over the Storm.
We talked about the Storm getting a score out of that timeout. They did, but the Tigers have answered.
Now, the second free throw no good by Tegan Davis, and the Storm bring it into the front court very quickly in the person of Adam Johnson. Three-pointer on the way. This one's off the mark, and trying to reel in the rebound is Carter Salisbury. However, he winds up going out of bounds. It'll be Princeton basketball. Jamie Reinhardt bringing it up for the Tigers. Jamie into the lane, powers it up. Shot no good. Rebound fought for and finally gained by Johnson of Bureau Valley, and the Storm are on the run. Foster to the basket. And a blocking foul called against Princeton. They are going to give him attempting the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. I'm not familiar with Brock Foster, but I can tell one thing. He's got a lot of speed. He can really get down the court. Right-hander's free throw is good. 10-3 in favor of the Tigers. We got a substitution there, Tiffany, for Princeton.
Yeah, Yeah, Jackson Dressler coming in for the Tigers.
All right. Second free throw by Foster, no good. And apparently a lane violation, so he's going to get another chance at this.
Grady Thompson is also in for the Tigers. I don't know if that was during the timeout or just now.
And one thing I know about Grady, he can shoot.
Yes.
Had a great junior high career at Princeton Christian Academy. Free throw, no good. And Monroe there for the rebound. That is Colton Monroe with that rebound.
Jackson Dressler now with it on the wing for the Tigers. He's going to get it reversed to top to Grady Thompson. Dressler gets it tipped away on the pass. Jamie Reinhart recovers it. Finds Thompson in the corner. Now inside to Monroe. Skip pass over to Dressler. Tigers very patient. Jamie takes it in. And the shot is blocked by Brock Foster. It'll be Tiger basketball on the baseline.
Leighton Britt checking in for Bureau Valley.
Tigers inbound, high-low pass, Caleb Herring into Monroe. Ball is stolen away by the Storm. Adam Johnson with it. Gets a pass to Leighton Britt. Salisbury with it now, a jumper, about 5-footer. That's going to go out of bounds, last touch by the Tigers.
Yeah, great save there by Jonah Johnson.
Caden Monroe and Isaac Legner returning for the Tigers. Salisbury inbounding for the Storm. Shot fake and a shot for Leighton Britt. It's a three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Adam Johnson. His shot's good. 10-5 Tigers. Grady Thompson with it now for the Princeton. Isaac Legner on the drive, gets it into Monroe. Monroe takes it into the paint. Nice post move, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Adam Johnson of the Storm. Salisbury on it, the drive. Evan Eckberg with it up top for the Storm. Eckberg drives, spins, layup, good for Evan Eckberg.
That's his fourth point of the night.
Tigers get it up quick to Grady Thompson. Left-hand layup is good. Tigers with a quick score to go back up 5. Tigers lead 12-7. Salisbury rejects the screen, puts up a long jumper, no good. Grady Thompson with the rebound. He'll take it full court. Layup good for Grady Thompson. Just like that, the Tigers back up 7. Quick pass up court to Adam Johnson. Now in the paint to Salisbury. Jamie Reinhart steals it away, and now he's on the run for the Tigers. Got a foul called. It'll be on the floor.
Do you remember Peoria Manual with those great teams and Derek Booth, their coach? He'd always yell out, push, push. In other words, push the ball up the court. Well, you would think Derek Booth was coaching the Tigers tonight, because that is exactly what they're doing.
That's the Tigers style. Jackson Dressler will inbound for the Tigers. He gets it in the corner to Tegan Davis. Tegan on the drive. He gets a layup. Storm get it up quick. Salisbury with it out top. Now in the corner to Luke Moon. Storm on the drive. Reverse to Jonah Johnson. Leighton Britt looking for room to drive. That's going to be kicked by Isaac Legner. Caleb Herring and Cale Davis returning for the Tigers.
You know, we had a chance to see Bureau Valley a lot last year, and one thing that you really respect about Bureau Valley, these kids, no matter what the score was, it was always max effort.
Absolutely. Carter Salisbury gets it back in the post. He's going to look to dribble out, gets it back to Brock Foster, dribbles along the baseline. Pass will go out of bounds. Possession will go to the Tigers.
You know, one thing about these Monroe boys for Princeton, Colton Monroe and Caden Monroe, a lot of times you see a high school kid and they're 6'7", and they're, you know, just a string bean. They're both really muscled up.
Yeah, they give the Tigers some good strength inside. Caleb Herring with it on the inside now. Grady Thompson with the kick-out three. Pass from Caleb Herring.
Got to bring it in. Grady Thompson is hotter than a depot stove.
Carter Salisbury with a jumper. No good. He gets the rebound. Finds Luke Moon underneath. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Possession will go to the Storm.
Boy, that is such a luxury as a coach, though, when you can bring somebody in like Grady Thompson that can just light it up. That's what you're looking for.
Absolutely. Pass goes to the top of the key to Luke Moon. And now we've got Tegan Davis with the steal. Tegan Davis with the layup. No good. Adam Johnson with the rebound for the Storm. Under a minute to play now in the first quarter. Brock Foster looking for room to drive. Doesn't find it. Gets trapped by Cale Davis and Grady Thompson, and the foul is called on the Tigers.
Tiger foul number 20, Cale Davis.
So 3 team on Princeton, 2 on Bureau Valley, so not really an issue at this point.
Adam Johnson with it for the Storm. He's going to drive right. Finds Nevin Bolin for 3.
And the bank is open.
Cale Davis now for the Tigers, top of the key. Grady Thompson inside to Caleb Herring. Herring finds Monroe, back underneath to Grady Thompson for the left-hand layup.
How about that passing? Tremendous.
It's just beautiful teamwork by the Tigers. Here we've got Brock Foster. Layup no good, stolen away by the Tigers, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your Tigers leading 21-10 over Bureau Valley.
Well, a very impressive first quarter for Princeton. Let's just go ahead and go over the scoring. Jamie Reinhart with 3. Grady Thompson already with 9 points and really just played a precious few minutes there. Cale Davis with 2. Tegan Davis has 5. And Caleb Herring with 2. For the Storm, Brock Foster with 1. Nevin Bolin with 3. Evan Ekberg with 4. And Adam Johnson with 2. 21-10, Princeton over Bureau Valley. Of course, you know, Tiffany, the offense of Princeton, 21 points, but as is so often the case, really keyed a lot by their defense.
Absolutely. You know, even if the Storm get it inside, then you've got to deal with the likes of, 6'4", Caleb Herring or Isaac Legner or the Monroe brothers, So they've got a lot of quickness out front, a lot of length, and then a lot of size underneath as well.
And you were mentioning the Tigers had a game against Rock Island canceled earlier in the year. That's actually going to be made up.
That's right. That will be next Friday, the 19th.
At Rock Island.
At Rock Island. That's right.
Be a great experience. And you know what? The way these guys look tonight, they don't need to drive into Rock Island with white flags hanging out of the school bus.
That's right.
They seem like they might be able to give them a run for their money.
Jamie Reinhart with the 3. He gets that one to fall. 24-10, Tiger lead.
Jamie never looks at all panicked, does he? It's just so smooth.
Very poised. We got a 3 put up by Bureau Valley. Nevin Bolin, no good. Tigers already got it up court. That is Colton Monroe. He's fouled on his attempt. He'll get 2 free throws.
And once again, just great passing.
Yeah, Grady Thompson there in the transition, passing up court. It just takes a lot of vision, and Princeton playing good team basketball right now. Monroe, first free throw, no good. Leighton Britt coming in for the Storm.
Tigers are just 1 of 3 from the line, and that was something that was a problem last year. Hopefully it'll be better this year.
Second free throw for Colton Monroe is good. Britt on the drive along the baseline. Caleb Herring will take that one away. Dribbling up court now for the Tigers. He finds Monroe for 3. And it's good for Colton Monroe. And that's going to trigger a timeout for the Storm. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Well, if you're Bureau Valley, you take a guy like Colton Monroe for Princeton at 6'7", and you see him shooting threes, and you think, we've got him right where we want him. But he says, oh, no, I can nail that shot, and that's exactly what he did.
Absolutely, especially like that when the ball's just moving up the court. You might think he's going to fall into the post, but he showed that he's more than just a post player.
I wanted to point out, Tiffany, I know we're a little short on time, but I was really impressed in the girls' game last night, the outstanding sportsmanship that was displayed. There were times players went to the floor for both squads, and there'd be somebody there to help them up.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree with that. I saw a lot of that, and really proud of how our girls have carried themselves this whole season. So it's been really, really enjoyable in the gym at practice and our games. Tigers now putting on a little full court pressure. Looks to be a little bit of a 2-2-1. Looking to trap. They've got one now. Storm will try to pass out, but it's going to be Jamie Reinhart coming up with a steal. He passes ahead to Tegan Davis. Tegan Davis, left side, layup is good. Puts the Tigers up 30-10. Tigers with a little bit more pressure here. Salisbury looking for room to drive. Gets around the edge to the wing. Finds Adam Johnson near the free throw line. His shot, no good. Rebounded by the Storm. That would be Nevin Bolin. Storm still with it now. They'll look to reset their offense with Salisbury. Finds Salisbury on the opposite wing. Dumps inside to Leighton Britt. Give and go pass. Salisbury's shot blocked away by Caleb Herring. And now this time it's Monroe to Herring for the right-hand layup and one. Well, just the last score, we had Caleb Herring to Monroe for three, or not long ago, and now just the opposite.
And did you notice the way Caleb, he didn't really look up at the basket till the last instant. He kept Bureau Valley guessing, am I going to dish it off or what? And nice shot by Caleb Herring.
Caleb Herring, one free throw, no good. Rebound to Adam Johnson of Bureau Valley. Adam Johnson pass ahead to Carter Salisbury, right side layup, no good. Tegan Davis with the rebound, pass ahead to Colton Monroe. And Monroe's shot will be blocked.
Yeah, Logan
by Leighton Britt
with a nice job there.
Tiger ball out of bounds on the baseline. Jamie Reinhart will inbound. He gets it up top to Tegan Davis. Reinhart into Monroe. It'll be Caleb Herring for three this time, and it's good from the top of the key.
Well,
another timeout for Bureau Valley. Tigers leading 35-10.
The fact that the Tiger big men can hit that three, it just makes it nearly impossible to defend. Bureau Valley with 10 points here in this, as we're nearing the midway mark of the second period. But Tiffany, this is not a bad Storm ball club, not at all.
Yeah, it seems like we just keep finding these positive things to say about the Tigers between their defense, their size inside. Now those big guys are hitting threes. So it's exciting to see for the Tigers.
And Bureau Valley, when they do get the rare chance for an open shot, by the time they release the ball, there's somebody right on top of them.
Yeah, a lot of speed as well. Tigers looking to match up on defense here. Bryson Smith with it now for the Storm. Carter Balanciefen finds Foster. Now out to Luke Moon. Back to Bryson Smith, finds wide open Luke Moon underneath. It'll be a left-hand layup for Luke Moon. And we'll get Jamie Reinhart on the travel call here. So the possession will go back to the Storm.
That basket by Moon, the only score for Bureau Valley in the quarter.
Storm inbound to Foster in the backcourt. Finds Luke Moon again underneath the basket. Ball is loose. It looks to be Jamie Reinhardt going to come up with it. No, it's Bennett Sierens. Bureau Valley ball under their own basket. Inbound up top. We have a 3 attempt for Bryson Smith. No good. Rebound was to Jonah Johnson. His shot was no good. Foul by the Storm. It'll be Tiger basketball.
For 24,
Braden Skaggs in for the Tigers.
Now we've got Caden Monroe back in the game. He'll be inbounding to Jackson Dressler. Jackson will run the point for the Tigers. Jackson bringing it up the left side. Finds Monroe in the paint. Caden Monroe, 2-point basket.
Nice touch by the big man.
Luke Moon with it for the Storm. Get it reversed. Now it's Luke Moon in the corner, looks to shoot. Finds Jonah Johnson. Jonah Johnson takes it in, shot blocked by Tegan Davis. And that ball will go to the Tigers.
How many blocks would you guess for the Tigers tonight?
Oh.
Maybe a good half dozen?
It could be. I think we're going to get our mask timeout here. Tigers leading 37-12 halfway through second quarter.
And both of these coaches going to their benches extensively, which that's good.
Oh,
Kids
absolutely.
work hard. You want to give them a chance to play. And it definitely, Tiffany, with only 10 games scheduled, perhaps even more so, don't you think, that you want to get your subs in and give them a chance to play?
Yeah, between that and like you mentioned earlier with playing in the masks, it's a good time to try to get a lot of your kids in.
And certainly we can say for the Tigers, and taking nothing away from the Storm reserves, but as Coach Smith is substituted, I mean, I can't see any fall off, can you?
No, not at all. That's really exciting for Coach Smith and the Tigers to be able to have such a deep team, and really you can substitute a lot of the same type of players. You've got multiple bigs, multiple quick guards, guys who can shoot. So lots to look forward to on that team.
Well, this is my first look at the Tigers. I know you saw the first game on video, right?
Yeah, I was able to tune into the live stream for that first game.
But I am just exceptionally impressed, and I imagine that our folks listening and watching at home are thinking the same thing. Certainly want to welcome everyone into the broadcast, regardless of who you're rooting for, Princeton or Bureau Valley. We thank you greatly for tuning in tonight on Tiger Central Live. Tigers on the offense, and a drive to the basket is going to result in a foul, and going to the line for 2 shots, it'll be Bennett Sierens. One of the things I think of when I think of Bennett Sierens is what a fine receiver he was on the football team.
Sure, yes. That'll be coming up here quickly.
Now, Sierens is kind of a Bureau Valley name. Did he come from there, or has he always been around town?
I can't
Not sure.
say
Okay.
for sure.
First free throw by Bennett is off the mark. Tigers, for all their prowess here tonight, let's see, they are 2 out of, well, 1, 2, just 2 for 6 from the line. Storm making some substitutions.
Adam Johnson, Evan Eckberg, Carter Salisbury back in for the Storm.
So all familiar names. 37-12, Princeton leading, 4:24 to go before the halftime break. Second free throw by the right-hander Sierens, too hard, no good. And the Storm bring in the rebound. However, they also step on the inline, so it'll be out of bounds to Princeton. Tigers to inbound, and they get it to Caden Monroe. In it goes to Monroe. He powers his way to the basket, instead passes at the last instant. And arguably, Tiffany, maybe a little too unselfish there.
Yeah, the Tigers just move the ball so well.
Storm on offense, and a steal by Caden Monroe. Now an errant pass picked up by Evan Eckberg. Scoop layup, no good. Rebound to Monroe. Tigers look to run. Three-pointer on the way. Shot is missed. Tigers able to get it back. That was Dressler who missed the three. He's going to try another one, and this one is right on the money. Jackson Dressler. Tigers go up 39-12. And now a nice backdoor cut by Adam Johnson. His shot is blocked, but he'll go to the line for two. 3:20 to go before the halftime break, and it's 39-12 Princeton. Adam Johnson has 2 points in the game. Storm have only been to the free throw line twice tonight, and they're 1 for 2. Free throw by Adam Johnson, no good.
Got Jamie Reinhardt and Grady Thompson entering back in for the Tigers.
Adam played a lot as a sophomore last year on the varsity, just a junior this year, so certainly a bright, bright future for him. Second free throw on the way, and this one off the mark as well, and the rebound taken in by Monroe of Princeton. Tigers get it ahead, and scoring from close range is Jackson Dressler, 41-12 Princeton. Evan Eckberg gets to the paint, puts up a shot.
Well, I know nothing to come of that one, but that was a really nice fake by Evan Eckberg.
Yeah, foul's going to go against Caden Monroe. Evan Eckberg with 4 points for the 12 Bureau Valley points. Right-hander's free throw is short. He'll have another. 3:01 to go in the second quarter. 41-12 is the Tiger lead. Second free throw for Evan Eckberg, right on the money. 41-13. Tigers quickly back the other way. Jackson Dressler to Jamie Reinhardt. Into Monroe, the ball knocked away. Tigers regain it, however. And this time Monroe powers it up, misses. And the Storm come away with the board. That was Caden Monroe. Evan Eckberg for three, shot no good. Whistle called underneath the basket. Let's see what this is all about, Tiffany.
Well, looks like it's going to be a foul on the Storm. But that's going to put the Storm over the limit, so the Tigers will be shooting free throws.
Yeah, kind of just snuck up on us, didn't it? Picking up that foul for Bureau Valley was Jonah Johnson.
Colton Monroe, Caleb Herring, Isaac Legner, all back in for the Tigers.
And Grady Thompson, who's had a great night. He's at the free throw line. 9 points and still 9 as he misses the free throw. Evan Eckberg, top of the key. Storm with some good passing. They get it to Adam Johnson on the baseline. And a double team results in a steal for Princeton. Grady Thompson to the basket. Scoop layup, no good. Ball loose, and who's going to come up with it? Bureau Valley, Adam Johnson. Johnson hurriedly into the front court, double team. Now some passing by Bureau Valley results in a steal by the Tigers. And Grady Thompson with a left-hand layup. He's into double figures with 11 points.
Boy, the Tigers have the ability to put up points real fast with the style of play they have. Look to be sitting into a 2-3 zone now.
Good point, Tiffany, because it's been man-to-man a lot of the night. Double team on Adam Johnson. And a holding foul called right in front of us. They got their choice of a couple of players, but they're going to get Jamie Reinhardt, his first foul. As a coach, I suppose you don't mind a foul like that so much. Just good, aggressive play.
Yeah, that's right. You know, you want the kids to stay aggressive, especially the way the Tigers have played on defense. You know, we talked about keeping that momentum up, and occasionally you'll have some of those.
Now Adam Johnson, three-pointer on the way, misses everything, out of bounds to Princeton. 1:29 to go before halftime, 43-13 in favor of the Tigers. One of the few times that the Tigers have walked the ball up tonight. Usually they have been on the run. Caleb Herring beyond the three-point arc, gives to Jamie Reinhardt. Now a pass a little bit off the mark, but the Tigers managed to get it back. Jamie puts it up off the glass, shot no good, and the Storm able to come away with the board. That was Brady Higgins on that rebound. And now here comes Grady Thompson. Look at him go. Left-hand layup, no good. The follow, however, is good. And getting that one to go is Colton Monroe.
Oh, great hustle there by Colton to follow behind that. Would have been easy to think, oh, that's a made layup, but he hustled through and was able to be there for the putback.
45-13 in favor of the Tigers. Down to 35 seconds before the half. Now Adam Johnson, open 12-footer, right on the money for Adam. He's got 4 points, and it's 45-15.
Just 20 seconds left to play in the half.
Yeah, we'll see if the Tigers hold for one. Jamie Reinhardt beyond the three-point arc. Now Grady Thompson into Caleb Herring. 12 seconds left. Isaac Legner, right-hand layup, good.
Oh,
Isaac
beautiful
Legner.
cut by Isaac Legner. Great pass by Caleb Herring.
Now a steal, and Reinhardt for three. Shot no good, but that will bring us to our halftime score. Princeton 47 and Bureau Valley 15. Now, the Palms are going to be performing here very shortly, and we'll definitely carry that. And, you know, Tiffany, one of the things, maybe people realize it, maybe they don't, but the basketball players practice a lot, but so do the Palms and the cheerleaders.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, these girls put in a lot of work to get ready to perform each week, and I'm excited to see what they have.
Well, let's see. Tigers put up 26 points in that second quarter after putting up 21 in the first, and the Storm only able to get 5 points on the board in the second quarter. It was 21-10 after one and 47-15 here at the half. As we await the Tiger Pom Pom squad and their performance.
Please welcome to Princeton High School's Pom Squad. The squad would like to thank Princeton and Tiger Athletic Booster Club for purchasing their new uniform. Ladies, your music is on.
guess we'll hit the scoring here real quick for the Tigers. Jamie Reinhardt with 6, Jackson Drexler with 5, Grady Thompson has 11 points, Cale Davis 2, Tegan Davis 7, Isaac Legner 2, Caleb Herring 7, 4 points. Check that. 6 points for Colton Monroe and 2 for Caden Monroe for the Storm. Brock Foster with 1, 3 for Nevin Boland, 2 for Luke Moon, 5 for Evan Eckberg, and 4 for Adam Johnson. And here's the Tiger Pep Band.
Okay.
I don't think Michael didn't know that we took the repeat for Hawaii.
Yeah, the problem was that I was a DSL coach. So, yeah, this is our first time at
All right, fantastic halftime performances by the pep band and Palms. And now we're just ready to get the third quarter underway. It'll be possession Tigers, and they lead 47-15.
And Steve Morton informs us that he's even showing highlights and instant replays.
Instant replay.
Wow.
This is the real deal.
That is awesome.
Thanks to everybody who makes this possible.
That's exactly right.
So, Tigers inbound to Jamie Reinhart. Get it inside to Caden Monroe. He finds Reinhart back on the wing. Now it's Cale Davis at the top of the key for three. Cale Davis. Carter Salisbury now for the Storm.
Tigers have made 6 threes in this game.
Evan Eckberg for three for the Storm, and he gets that one to fall.
Simple comment, but he is a good player, isn't he?
Oh, yes,
Handles
he is.
the ball well, can shoot, good defender.
Jamie Reinhart on the drive for the Tigers. His shot blocked by the Storm, and now it's Brock Foster going the other way. He gets to the left baseline and is stopped by Herring and Reinhart. Foster gets it back toward the top of the key. Finds Nevin Bolin, long jumper. No good. Rebound, Cale Davis. Quick pass up ahead to brother Teagan. No good. And it's Caden Monroe with the rebound putback.
Well, you'd think of the guards getting down the court quick, but the Tiger big men have also been on that fast break.
It's Evan Eckberg now again on the drive for the Storm. Right side, layup good for Evan Eckberg.
Is this a contract year for him? He is really showing exceptionally well tonight.
Reinhart finds Teagan Davis on the right wing. Back up top, high-low pass, Herring into Caden Monroe. Turnaround jumper, good for Caden Monroe.
Boy, both of these teams looking great here in the third quarter.
And now it's Salisbury on the right side. And he gets a layup.
That's his first 2. We covered a game, Bureau Valley and St. Bede last year, where I believe he eclipsed the 20-point mark.
Jamie Reinhart for three. Tigers lead 57-22. Storm, quick pass up ahead to Eckberg. And now it's Brock Foster at the top of the key, and he'll get one to go. Timeout, Bureau Valley. It'll be a full timeout.
You know the custodial staff well. You might put them on alert that we're going to need some new nets before the end of the game.
Boy,
They're wearing it out, aren't they?
It's been a lot of points dropping in just the first couple minutes of this third quarter for both teams.
Quite obviously at 57-25 in favor of Princeton. It's not a close game, but not lacking for excitement at all. Both of these teams have acquitted themselves exceptionally well.
Yeah, excellent job. Both teams coming out of the half ready to play.
And it's been noted by, area coaches in the paper numerous times, but the victory is just playing. It's wonderful to have the games back.
Absolutely. That was, basically up until we were on the court ready to play for that first game, I wasn't sure it was going to happen, but it's so awesome to see the kids out there competing.
And, I heard this brought up. It's one thing to practice, but to practice and know that you have a game coming up, totally different.
You're absolutely
deal,
right, Norm. It gives you something to look forward to, something to prepare for. And we're back at it here. Jamie Reinhart, left side, finds Teagan Davis for three. And now it's the Storm. Leighton Britt finds Evan Eckberg. He finds room on the right side. And his layup is good, and we're going to count the basket. He was fouled. He'll be going to the line for one.
That is 7 points in the quarter for Evan Eckberg, and we haven't even played 3 minutes in this quarter. Absolutely phenomenal. And he's got 12 on the game.
Evan Eckberg, free throw no good. Nice rebound by Caden Monroe. Outlets to Jamie Reinhardt. He gets it up quick to Tegan Davis, but his got it poked away by the Storm. It'll be Tiger basketball underneath. And we've got Jonah Johnson entering for the Storm. Oh, Jamie Reinhardt tries to throw it off the back of a Storm player. Storm come away with it. And now it's Evan Ekberg with it for the Storm. Jonah Johnson finds room to drive. Gets it up right side. Layup no good. Rebound Tegan Davis. He passes up ahead to Caden Monroe. And Caden's layup is good.
Boy, these Monroe brothers, they are smooth, aren't they?
Yeah, very good finishers around the basket. And here we've got a jumper for the Storm. Brady Higgins. Shot no good. Rebound Caden Monroe. Tegan Davis with it in the corner. Passes to Cale Davis. Cale Davis for 3.
That's his second 3 of the night. He has 8, and the Tiger lead is 65-27.
Adam Johnson with it for the Storm. He'll drive left, baseline. Doesn't find anything, gets it to Evan Ekberg. And Jamie Reinhardt manages to tip that one away.
You know, Tiffany, I want to go back where Jamie Reinhardt on the inbound threw it off one of Bureau Valley's guys. Is that one of the things with the short prep time for the season that you probably haven't had a chance, you or any other coach, to work on inbounds plays like you normally would?
Yeah, that's definitely a tough one. You know, one thing I know that we've tried to do is just combine times. So where, you know, a coach might usually just work on plays by starting the ball up top. Now you might start from the sideline or the baseline to try and work both your offense and your inbounds.
You know, the 86 Ohio Bulldogs, second in the state, you know that. Brad Bickett, Lance Harris, Lloyd Johnson, the coach. I am telling you, that Ohio Bulldog team, an inbounds pass was almost an automatic 2 points. Now, having a couple All-Staters doesn't hurt matters.
Yeah, that'll help.
Think of some of the great coaches that get mentioned, you know, in the history of Bureau County or whatever. Lloyd Johnson's got to be thrown in there. I mean, that is phenomenal. A school of 60 kids to get second in the state. That was phenomenal, Tiffany. They had what is now the Bureau County Health Department. They used to be a variety store called Hornsby's, and that parking lot was full, and it would remind you of the ending of Field of Dreams. There were just cars for miles leading into Ohio to welcome that team back.
Wow, yeah. Special time for that community for sure.
Great, and they had all of Bureau County behind them.
Yes,
that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, so after the mask timeout, Bureau Valley will inbound from their own sideline. Get it to Brady Higgins. And now back up top to Salisbury's Tiger defense all over him. Brock Foster gets off a three-pointer, no good. And the Tigers already have it up court. It's Grady Thompson, left side, shot no good. He gets his own rebound and put back. Grady Thompson.
13 for Grady Thompson.
Foster with it now for the Storm. Finds Adam Johnson underneath on a basket cut. Johnson's shot no good. Rebound Caleb Herring. Pass ahead to Tegan Davis. It's left side, Tegan Davis, no good. Salisbury for the Storm. Right side, layup, no good, and it will be a blocking foul here on the Tigers. Looks like probably Grady Thompson.
Tigers attempt to get effect to go for a double charge there. Referee not buying it.
No.
Number 5, Carter Salisbury to the line, shooting 2.
So this will be Carter Salisbury shooting 2 free throws for the Storm. First one, good.
And Carter Salisbury, he's just a junior. So another player that played a lot on the varsity as a sophomore. A bright, bright future for Carter Salisbury.
Isaac Legner entered for the Tigers. And Salisbury's second free throw is good. Evan Bolin entering for the Storm. Grady Thompson bringing it up court for the Tigers. Cale Davis with a hook pass inside to Colton Monroe. And that'll be batted away by the Storm, and the Storm will take over on the possession.
Must have went off Colton's leg, apparently. 67-29. What's the mercy rule, Tiffany? Is it 30 points going into the
30
fourth
points,
quarter?
but I do know, Norm, that the last time these two teams played, they requested to not have that running clock. So that could be the case again tonight. And we've got a foul on the Tigers. It was Salisbury who had it in the short corner area for the Storm.
And, you know, I don't have a problem with that. In football, the mercy rule, you sometimes have a team that's way outmanned, and they're just getting so beat up physically. But who suffers with the running clock? It's the bench guys that sometimes don't get much of a chance to play anyway.
Yeah, I think both coaches wanted to make sure those kids got some minutes. And we've got a charging foul here on the Storm. Tiger basketball now. Jackson Dressler enters for the Tigers, as well as Bennett Searins. Grady Thompson with it. Finally gets it to Jackson Dressler. Jackson near the out-of-bounds stripe. Isaac Legner finds Colton Monroe. He'll pass it back out. Tigers moving the ball around, looking to get a paint touch. They do. They find Isaac Legner. His shot no good, but the Tigers will keep possession.
We used to have a coach at Malden years ago, very fine man, Bruce Gibson. And, of course, Malden being a small school, it wasn't often that the Musketeers, and this is nothing against Bruce, but just the nature of the conference, that Malden had a big lead. But sometimes he would say, I want 6 passes before there's a shot. I don't know if Coach Smith is doing something like that now or not.
Grady Thompson's shot no good. Rebounded by the Storm. It's Leighton Britt. Passes ahead to Carter Salisbury. Reverses now to Luke Moon for 3. No good. Rebound, Isaac Legner. Pass ahead to Colton Monroe. And now Bennett Searins bring it up toward the top for the Tigers.
Interesting story with Isaac Legner. He was hurt last year, a pretty severe injury. Sure is good to see him back out there again.
Absolutely. A senior season for Isaac Legner. Good to see him back out there. Isaac Legner with it at the free throw line. Finds Colton Monroe underneath. His shot no good. Rebound goes to the Storm. Leighton Britt. Adam Johnson takes a look at a 3. Instead chooses to drive, and he'll make it 2, right side.
Number 24, Carter Balancieman into the game for Bureau Valley. Also into the Storm, number 21.
Got some substitutions for the Storm. Tigers will be inbounding under their own basket. Carter Balancieman and Jonah Johnson. Jackson Dressler finds Bennett Searins up top. Searins finds a little room to drive. Kicks out to Caden Monroe for 3. No good. Tipped around by Isaac Legner, but
I was wondering if the referee was going to catch that. A little bit of a delayed call, but that hit the pole that comes down from the ceiling, and that is out of bounds.
Storm basketball now. Salisbury finds room against that Princeton defense. Puts up a layup, no good, but he'll be fouled. He'll get 2 shots.
Also the Tigers, number 32, Isaac Legner.
So Carter Salisbury, he's got 4 points, 2 for 2 from the line.
Carter Salisbury, first free throw is good. Braden Skaggs entering for the Tigers. Salisbury, second free throw. No good. Rebound, Caden Monroe. Stolen away by Leighton Britt for the Storm, but the Tigers regain possession. Pass goes out of bounds. Storm basketball. Got under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Carter Salisbury from the left side, 2-point basket. Nice pass from Jonah Johnson.
And talk about degree of difficulty. That was a tough shot. And he made it look relatively easy, but it was not. Good shot by Carter Salisbury.
Under 20 seconds now in the third quarter. Colton Monroe finds Grady Thompson in the corner for three. No good. Rebound battled. It goes out of bounds. It'll go possession Tigers. Just 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Tiger ball on the baseline.
You know, Grady Thompson, I mentioned he played at PCA. Isaiah Hart was a teammate of his on that team. You don't think that was a nightmare to try to stop those two?
Oh, I can imagine. Isaac Legner gets the inbound pass. Right back to the inbounder, Jackson Dressler. Corner three, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds again. This time it'll go to the Storm. Just 3 seconds, 3.8 seconds. And the Storm have the length of the court to go. They get it to Evan Ekberg. Pass appears to be stolen away.
I'm guessing the ball must have hit the out-of-bounds line, Tiffany.
That could be. Storm maintain possession. Inbounds pass tipped away by Colton Monroe. Storm appear to get off a shot, but no good. So we head into the fourth quarter. Tigers leading 67-34.
Yeah, Evan Ekberg missing from half court. That's about the only shot he's missed tonight. He has been absolutely sensational. Well, if you're just tuning in, Tiffany, it doesn't seem to matter who Coach Smith puts in the game. The Tiger machine is running exceptionally smooth.
That is very true. You know, these Tigers, we talk about the short season, they look to be in mid-season form. You know, they don't look like they've just been playing ball for a couple weeks here.
And
only their second game.
Yeah, and conversely, you know, the Storm down 67-34. But, you know, I have seen some really good things out of Bureau Valley. That 34 points has not come easy. They have been heavily guarded, and they've had to make some extremely difficult shots. And they've come out here and they've competed hard, just like you would expect from a Bureau Valley squad.
Excellent point. Yeah, they came out of the half ready to play basketball, put up some points on the board, and as you said, Norm, certainly not without effort.
And it's worth noting that, of course, you went to Bureau Valley.
Absolutely.
And also taught school there and coached. I know, I know you're happy here at Princeton, but I'm sure those were good days at Bureau Valley as well.
Oh, they certainly were, yes.
And let's see, how many years did you have Sage Barnett? Just one when she was a freshman?
Oh, let's see.
Kristen Hurley was a year older, wasn't she, than
yeah,
Sage?
Kristen Hurley was a year older. I think I probably only had Sage for 1 year, maybe as a freshman. But I helped to coach that squad, Kristen Hurley's class and Sage Barnett's class. We did, in fact, here at Prouty Gym, the Booster Club shootout that they do for the boys and girls. Yep. We used to come here for that. So I was able to coach her throughout junior high a little bit, too.
And, there was another great player on that team that gets lost in the mix, Emily Fordham.
Oh, there are several. Those classes, good kids and good players.
And the Storm with the opening possession of the fourth quarter, miss. And on the rebound attempt, you saw it, two players hustling for the rebound. It hits the end line out of bounds to Princeton. Yeah, as long as we're at it, we got just a minute. So who else was in that group besides the three we mentioned?
Ellen Johnson, Nicole Worth,
yes,
Addie Moreland.
Inside pass for the Tigers, knocked away but recovered. And now Monroe with the shot. It is blocked, but there's also a foul. And so this will be Caden Monroe going to the line. He has 4 field goals on the night for 8 points. And this is his first trip to the charity stripe. Free throw no good. He'll have another. Caden Monroe, 6'7". This free throw is good. It gives him 9 points in the game, and the Tiger lead is 68-34. Carter Salisbury, heavily guarded. Now he drives to the basket, puts it off the glass, no good. And the Tigers coming away with the board. It's Tegan Davis. Oh, nice pass inside. Shot is missed, however, by Monroe, and back come the Storm.
Impressive to get that bounce pass through there.
Adam Johnson's 17-footer is blocked, but he gets it back, and now he's fouled by Cale Davis.
Number 20, Cale Davis.
Storm to inbound. It's Carter Salisbury. 6:54 to go in the game. 68-34 in favor of Princeton. Salisbury, baseline pass to Foster. His 15-footer, no good. And the rebound taken down by Cale Davis. Now Jamie Reinhart wide open for 3. Ring it up. Interesting scoring line for Jamie. He's got 4 threes, 1 in each quarter. 71-34 Princeton, 6:24 to go in the game. Three-pointer on the way, and this one is right on the button as Nevin Bolin getting that one. His second 3 of the night, he has 6 points. Caleb Herring for 3. Shot just off the mark. Rebound taken down by Evan Eckberg. Eckberg's pass out of the reach of Bolin, out of bounds to Princeton.
We've got several subs coming in for both teams here. For the Tigers, it'll be Jackson Dressler, Braden Skaggs, Grady Thompson, Mac Williams, Bennett Searens.
So, as commonly said, wholesale substitutions.
Yes.
Tigers working around the horn, and here's a drive to the basket. Shot put up and missed by Bennett Searens. Back the other way come the Storm. Leighton Britt gets to the top of the key. Now an inside pass and a beautiful move by Bolin, and he lays it in. He's got 8. Storm have 39. Tigers have 71. 5:22 to go in the game. Oh, nice spin move. Shot is put up, and it is good by Braden
Nice spin
Skaggs.
move there by Braden Skaggs.
Storm on the offense. Adam Johnson unable to get a shot up. Now Adam Johnson drives the baseline, puts up an 8-footer. It's no good. And
Nice
the Tigers-
defense there by Mac Williams.
Yeah, Mac Williams getting that board. Tigers get it inside, and the layup is good by Braden Skaggs. So 4 quick points for Braden, and the Tiger lead is 75-39. Adam Johnson gets to the foul line, passes in the corner. Now it's Logan Reinhart with it. 3-pointer from straight on is missed by Leighton Britt. However, the rebound is put up and good by Leighton Britt. Tigers miss from close range. 75-41 Princeton leading. That was Bennett Searens who couldn't get that last shot to go.
Jack Bauer and Logan Glancy entering for the Tigers.
Not sure what happened on that last sequence. Did it go out of bounds?
Yeah, it was. I think it was out of bounds there on the side.
4:03 to go, and Princeton's lead is 75-41. Logan Glancy quite a football player, great defensive back. And a pass inside. First shot misses. Second one also won't go for Mac Williams. And here come the Storm. Baseline shot put up and missed. Now the Tigers on the break. Three-pointer missed by Skaggs, and the Storm come away with the board. Leighton Britt thinks about launching a three. Britt with it once again. Storm working around the horn. And a foul is going to be called. I believe Mac Williams is going to pick this up.
And John Mykert entering for the Tigers.
So I believe everybody will have seen action for Princeton, and
Yeah.
I'm sure probably the same holds true for the Storm. 3:11 to go, 75-41 Princeton. Free throw line shot is no good. And the Storm, however, come up with the rebound, and then that leads to a nice pass to Leighton Britt. 4 points for Leighton Britt, 75-43 in favor of the Tigers. Tiffany, since we get off the air pretty quick on Tiger Central Live, I'm going to have you take the last 2 minutes of play-by-play,
Okay.
and I'm going to figure out the scorebook so we
Excellent.
can give the totals.
Tigers inbound. It's Jack Bauer with the ball in the corner. Finds Braden Skaggs at the free throw line. Mac Williams underneath. Beautiful pass to Logan Glancy for two.
Logan Lindsay.
Once again, great teamwork by the Tigers. Storm now get it into their half court. It's Noah Harris for three. No good. Rebound Logan Glancy. He looks to push it ahead on the dribble. Runs into some Storm, manages to get it up to Mac Williams, and Mac will be fouled before the shot, so it'll be ball out of bounds for the Tigers. We've got an injury on the court.
Which, speaking of injuries, I can't help but bring up Erica Sorensen, one of your frontline players last night. Quite a painful ankle injury, but good news to report there, correct?
Yeah, good news. So, Erica was feeling much better today, and, it appears to be just a sprain, and so she was in good shape. We're happy with her progress and look forward to having her back soon.
And she was walking and everything just fine at school today, correct?
Yeah.
So that's great.
Tigers inbound to Mac Williams at the top of the key. Now it's Braden Skaggs on the drive from the right side. Braden Skaggs for two.
Braden Skaggs.
I had the scoreboard made out here, scorebook, but he forces me to change it.
This time,
Basket by Brady.
Brady Higgins for the Storm. Short corner jumper. Logan Glancy's got it for the Tigers. Finds Jack Bauer for three. No good. Rebound Higgins for the Storm. Bryson Smith with it. Finds Carter Balance even. He takes it in. He's going to be fouled. And it'll be two shots for Carter Balancefin. First free throw, no good. Drew Spencer entering for the Storm. Second free throw for Carter Balancefin, no good. Carter Balancefin, free throw good. Alessandro Bertoloni entering for the Storm. Logan Glancy bringing it across for the Tigers. 1:30 left to play. Mac Williams with it up top. Braden Skaggs on the drive. Jump stop. Layup, no good. He gets his own rebound, and he'd be fouled on the putback. Braden Skaggs will go to the line for 2.
You know, as we've mentioned, everybody has acquitted themselves exceptionally well, but this young man, Braden Skaggs, has really shone brightly, hasn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Really good fourth quarter here for Braden Skaggs. First free throw, nothing but net. Braden Skaggs' second free throw is good. Tigers lead 81-46. Quick pass ahead to Luke Moon for the Storm. His shot's good for 2. Storm steal it away. And Alessandro Bertoloni fouled on his right-hand layup. He'll go to the line for 2.
That's really why I handed the play-by-play duties off to you so you could say his name. You do a much better job than what I would do. No, I'm gaining on the scorebook. I really am. Having to change a lot, though. For being the final minutes, we're getting a lot of scoring.
First free throw, no good. Second free throw, rebounded by Braden Skaggs. He brings it up quick for the Tigers. Left side finds Logan Glancy, corner 3. No good, rebounded by Noah Harris of the Storm. Finds Luke Moon. Right back over to Drew Spencer. That shot no good. Now it's Jack Bauer underneath for the Tigers. Jack Bauer for 2. Oh, stolen away by Mac Williams. Nice ball fake. Basket no good. Braden Skaggs is there for the rebound. Tries to find Logan Glancy up top, but the ball is stolen away by Drew Spencer, and now it's Luke Moon for a left-hand layup for the Storm. Logan Glancy will slow things down a bit for the Tigers. Just 14 seconds left to play in this game. Your score, Tigers 83, Storm 50. And that will be your final score tonight.
All right, let's go ahead and get the scoring for you. Logan Glancy with the basket for 2 points. Jamie Reinhardt, as we mentioned earlier, he had 4 3-pointers, a 3-pointer in each quarter. Jamie finishes with 12. Jackson Dressler with a basket and a 3-pointer. He finishes with 5 points. Bennett Sirens 0 for 2 from the line. Grady Thompson, 5 baskets, 1 3-pointer, 0 for 1 at the line, 13 points for Grady Thompson. Cale Davis had a basket, 2 3-pointers, 8 points for Cale Davis. Tegan Davis had 3 field goals, 1 3-pointer, 1 out of 2 at the line. So we are talking, let's see, 10 points for Tegan Davis. Braden Skaggs, just playing in the fourth quarter, came up with 8 points, 3 field goals, 2 out of 2 from the line. Isaac Legner had a basket for 2. Caleb Herring, 2 baskets, 1 3-pointer, 0 for 1 at the line, 7 for Caleb Herring. Jack Bauer with a late basket for 2 points. It was Colton Monroe with a basket, a 3-pointer, 1 out of 2 at the line, 6 points for Colton Monroe. Caden Monroe, 4 baskets, 1 for 2 at the line, and 9 points for Caden Monroe. For the Storm, Brock Foster with a 3-point basket, 1 out of 2 at the line, 4 points for Brock Foster. Leighton Britt with a couple field goals in the fourth quarter. He finishes with 4 points. Carter Salisbury, 2 baskets, 3 out of 4 at the line, 7 points for Carter Salisbury. Nevin Bolin, a couple of three-pointers and a field goal. He finishes with 8. Luke Moon did extremely well coming off the bench. He had 3 field goals and finished with 6 points. Also, Evan Ekberg really looked good for the Storm tonight, as he had 4 baskets, 1 three-pointer, and also made 1 free throw in 3 attempts. 12 points for Evan Ekberg. 2 points for Brady Higgins on a field goal, and it was Adam Johnson with 3 baskets, 0 for 2 from the line, and he finished with 6 points. And Alessandro Bertoloni 0 for 1 at the line. So, score by quarters, 21-10 in favor of Princeton. Tigers opened it up to 47-15 at halftime, 67-34 Princeton after 3, and the Tigers win it 83-50 over the Bureau Valley Storm. Well, Tiffany, we mentioned it, that, not necessarily a close game, but wow, what excitement.
Yeah, it was. I'm just glad to see both these teams out here playing basketball and working hard through it all. I mean, like you mentioned, not a close score, but you wouldn't know it based on the back and forth and the effort by both teams.
Yeah, let's see how many the Tigers had in the scoring column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guys scored for Princeton, and the Storm were no slouch either in that department. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys able to get points for the Storm. And really, we mentioned the Tigers, they did very little wrong tonight. They looked really, really good. But, kudos to the Storm for sticking with it. 50 points against a team the quality of Princeton, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And this Storm ball club, in spite of this score, they are not a bad team, not by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, absolutely right, Norm. And I keep looking back at that third quarter, the surge of energy that they had and able to put some points on the board in that third quarter. That was really impressive.
Let's see, our sophomore matchup, once again, that went to Princeton.
Yeah, the final for your sophomores was Princeton 80, Bureau Valley 34.
And now we talked about it earlier, but it's important we clear this up before we go off the air. We have, due to some situations with COVID, it might be a while before we have another game on the air. I believe the boys' game with Hall is still on.
Yes.
And that is on February 25th. So that is on a Thursday night, a little less than 2 weeks away, but there's Sterling Newman and the Hall girls are both having to obey protocol, and I know the athletic staff, they're working on trying to fill some of those games.
Oh, yes.
So,
we were working on it even today, so.
Obviously if we get some home games here on the varsity level, whether it be girls, and of course Kenzie Coleman, we appreciate her commentating, or the boys, Tiffany will be here. And we want to thank you all greatly. Thanks to Steve Morton for just a super, super job producing the broadcast. I'm just blown away that we have highlights and instant replays. And we thank each and every one of you for tuning in. It is supposed to be bitter cold this weekend, so don't make any big plans. Find a good book or a good TV show and just be really, really careful. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, and thanks so much for tuning in. Once again, our final score here this evening, the Princeton Tigers 83 and the Bureau Valley Storm 50. Thanks to Steve Morton for his great work, to Tiffany Gonigam. Always a pleasure. I'm so thrilled that you're along. And we want to thank you again for tuning in to Tiger Central Live. As of right now, our next broadcast will be on February 25th, but as Tiffany mentioned, hopefully we'll get games in sooner. The Tiger staff trying to schedule some other games, and we certainly wish those schools well that are dealing with the virus protocol. That's going to wrap it up for tonight. Have a good evening, everybody.